How is it going, Valery?
Upgrade is ongoing whole day today. We are still in process. It took more than we planned. It took 3 hours to upgrade the chain because validators are globally distributed and not all of them was prepared their nodes to upgrade in time. So we was in touch with them, and now we reach like few hours ago we reached needed consensus power, so upgrade passed, and BC transactions are also going now, but we are still in the process. We resolve the issue, but it will took some time to update our API nodes, index nodes, which also was updated and migrated, and there was like small issue, and Kirill from Bro and Bro team and part of our team, Cyber Congress, will apply patch in, I think, in 30-40 minutes, and we are ready to push the button on GitHub to merge the pull request, which will bring network upgrade to the Cyb. So like almost ready, but took a little bit more time than we thought before. There is also a lot of updates. Of course, this upgrade brings like SDK, CometBFT updates, IBC, Wasmd, and this is a big preparation of code base to the major incoming upgrade of economy and tokenomics of the network, which are planned next. And I would like to concentrate on next upgrade after Cosmoverse at the end of the year. While meantime, I would like to um, deploy DAO-DAO, and this is what the next big thing is coming. And the next one that will come with DAO-DAO, it's deployment of Cybertensor as the first stage of Cybernet. And as we are going to make iteration of smart contract sites. So this is DAO-DAO and Cybernet, Cybertensor. It's all about smart contracts. Also a lot of bostrom hub contracts will be deployed that will increase and improve our hub functionality. And so a lot of registries and contracts to work with content, a lot of, and all of the announcement about DAO-DAO and Cybernet we would like to make on Cosmoverse. And also big things happened during the last few weeks with Cyb browser. Guys developed and deployed such great features that we I was waiting for a very long time, and the first one is the editor that brings not for now full featured without WYSIWYG, but with simple Markdown support and the real-time rendering of Markdown editor that allows you to make content and to work with them straight on Cyb and cyberlink your content all from the one place from the editor. And the next thing what we already deployed, but in first stage, it's LLMs integration with Cyb, and first LLMs connected right now in search in Oracle that allows you to ask LM which LM you can select through the Cyb settings, I mean model, and we choose for start open router as API provider. Later options like local servers will be added, but now it's only open router supported, and this allows you to ask any LM through your search workflow on Cyb, and have a response from LM about what you would like to ask the network. And when you receive a response from the LM, you can edit in editor this response, improve or make longer, shorter, and cyberlink. So the first stage is the next stage. It's also a huge upgrade. It's to bring LMs support in Sense. Now you have in Sense possibility to message with other neurons through the memo fields in transactions, and also you have chats around particles, where you put your comment and or particle which you created, and the new tab in Sense that will come soon, it's a possibility to chat with LM. Also, you can choose what LM you would like to use, and open router support more than 100 models. So it's like covers more, almost all popular models, almost 100%. And after that, you through the Sense chat with Element Sense, you will also have possibility to cyberlink content with LMs, and this brings together to the graph us as neurons, as humans, and LMs as AIs, which we can use to interact, to get knowledge, to ask, to work with, and bring data that LMs gives us to the cybergraph. And this is very great because everyone uses AIs and LMs right now, and they are increase our speed of interaction with information and processing of this information. And now during the last month, I read few articles and papers, and from the guys who developed last interesting models, and this, I would like to share that. Let me see. Um, uh, a little bit remark. First time I thought about this data on Facebook llama training process, and guys said that they just, of course, they trained on a lot of terabytes of text data, billions, trillions of tokens, and but very important how much amount of data they used to tune network to make, for example, instruction model, or how they make synthetic data, and how they improve quality of this synthetic data. And number shows that to top tier one models, you need like few millions, 10 millions. So this is maximum that most corporations have right now to teach the model. I mean, 10 million entries, market up content data which human marked. And this is not a huge amount. And later, like few days ago, guys from Malmo also released their workflow description, how they teach the model, how they prepare data, and all their data pipeline. And what this showed to us is that guys share that 1 million of quality data points, entries, and annotations. It's enough to train models that they are trained image model, text to image model, and 1 million annotation is enough to reach the quality of GPT 4.0. Not the last one, but one of the first releases. But it's very good success, and it shows us how quality data is important. And back to Cybergraph, um, we from the beginning positioned it, him as bootloader, and everyone can teach load your own data to bootloader. And so with LMs, we can very fast talk and process information, interact with LMs, and get information and put them on Cybergraph. And after that, we can use the Cybergraph to train our own network. So this is from different points. It's same time and data from humans, because we can personally cyberlink our own data. We can cyberlink data that we took from LMs as a response for our question or discussion or etc. And we can generate synthetic data, and this all together. So at the same time, this is human data, LMs data, this is synthetic data and distillation of big model to small one, and all this aggregates this global cybergraph in one point that we can later teach our own network. And this is close Anton's um, that we will make knowledge cutoff, and so maybe it will be the first 3-4 million cyberlinks. And at first we will fine tune one of the scene model as the first stages, and later we will, as we will receive more data, um, we'll will train from the ground up. So I think it's a very huge step, because our project consists of the many parts, but all of them make like Lego very great picture. So we have graph, we have LLMs integration, we have initialization layers that, as I mentioned, will be deployed soon as Cybertensor, and Cybertensor can be used and for content curation for groups that curate any topics of content in the network, and brings data to Cybergraph, their own graphs, or around the personal minds or minds about any topics and themes that they can process with LLMs. And also Cybertensor can be used to bring rewards for nodes who will process API and will train and fine-tune models same way as it's happening in Bitensor network. And yes, this is last news with upgrade, with last great features that Cybs was released in Cyb, and yes, we are all power are preparing to Cosmoverse, so it's just in 16 days.
Perfect. Well said, Valery. I do not have like many things to throw in, but in case you don't mind, I would like to ask you a couple of questions.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. So, am I right that right after like 3 or 4 million of cyberlinks cyber like complete approach from like just regular bootstrapping protocol. It will move to like um, it will be the base ground layer to produce LLMs with this, for example, database trained in the combined approach by using human knowledge, LLMs, and so on. And so we will be able to call this like a first. The first model, which will be trained in a completely decentralized manner.
Right, but yeah, I should mention few stages. So because complete sterilization is possible, but in different layers, it's more and more complex. So the first one, it's pretty simple step for us because we have Bostrom and Cybergraph. Um, uh, I think all of us can ask question. Okay, all these guys, all these corporation, governments. Um, I don't talk about small projects who make their own data sets. Where, uh, what data they use to train all these networks? And okay, I use these models, but how can I improve the data set? And how can I bring my data to data set? Or how can I collaborate with others to make data on which AIs and LMs will be trained? And so there is not like so much possibility, and currently it's Discord forums, collaborations, for example, for small teams who bring open data sets, construct open data sets, and bring them to Hugging Face. But there is no like common framework and common cryptographic provable way to collaborate on dataset creation, and this is what we have with our Cybergraph. And also, okay, you have people who would like to participate, but great idea to give them incentives, give them rewards, and allow to earn earn tokens uh, with idea that they share data and earn shares of this network that will be taught and trained with some also provable mechanism. And so the first stage is like how we can collaborate decentralized fashion on data, how we can have incentives on this. Then how okay, we have model how we can run inference, and this is where hard questions comes. And the first way is okay, we can use incentive mechanisms such as BitTensor for nodes that can give API for while processing your model and fine tune. Любимая, убери вот эту приставку, пожалуйста. And but great models are pretty huge, and that means they need pretty big servers with a lot of GPU memory, very fast memory to allow fast inference. And this is issue for small projects for home node operators, and also you cannot prove, so you don't have cryptographic proofs of what was inferenced. Is it was your data, or it was any malicious actions to change inference to run another model, and you cannot verify that you received response from node and LLMs that you would like to have. So this is also a huge field to find solutions from, but incentive layers is possible. How we can trust it's a lot of guys in and for 10 years with um, second loop with this technology and a lot of projects and technologies again on top of it. I don't put my bet on this again, and as I see and direction where I would like to move cyber on bostrom, and I told few times before on last talks, it's distributed sharded inference where you can split layers of model on different nodes which connected to each other and can pass embeddings and key values and all other needed data um, step by step from the first node to the last one, differentiated by what layers of model any given node host. So, for example, one node can host half layers, first half layers of model, other half can be hosted by another one. So this way we can have we can allow small participants to join and host small layers, small chunks of the bytes on the nodes, but this brings very big latency, and this is issue for us as users from the site as how we use LLMs right now. So we love them because they are fast. We have very fast inference and response from the OpenAI, from Cloud, from Gemini, from all other networks. With this approach with distributed sharded inference is more than mm, one order of magnitude more latency. I think with latest GPUs it will be more and more because centralized inference is very easy to scale. And but as I see, there is different use case for this distributed sharded inference. And I told before about agents from the how they Twitter and all AI guys told and bring narrative in, but we can build with all decentralized stack rather better technology and very interesting that just agents, because agents the basic approach we can run agent some with some tasks they can you can use multiple agents to achieve. You have different prompt configurations, tooling, APIs connections, web access, different, and they collaborate and achieve your goal what you need. um, what I see that can be, it should be run with distributed sharded inference, where we can have cryptographic proof of actually neurons activity. I mean AI's activity and inference that are going on. It's decentralized souls like avatars, persons with their own goals, genetics, blockchain genetics, and values and their history, personalities, friends, wallets, and they can start to live their own life because they have point of interaction information space cryptographically provable. It's Cybergraph. They have incentive on top of nodes that host them to keep inference going. And I think it's very rather more interesting experiments than just launch agents and use them. It's a huge part, and next few years it will change internet a lot, and will absolutely change. But I think from what perspective I'm talking, it's more about how we can make simulation with lives in digital space and see and help evolution of this new species.
That sounds really amazing, and it feels like personally to me, it feels like people have to pay you, not you pay to people for providing this kind of interesting infrastructure for collaborative learning and creating data sets in decentralized manner. Wonderful. And one more question I got. Cybertensor functionality will be permissioned or permissionless to create faculties.
Yes, they. If somebody would like more permissionless, yes, please. We are open, but it's was developed pretty permissionless. Anyone can create. Fee is adjustable, but in Canary network was very small, and anyone yes can create faculty and subnet. It's very easy. Um, there was no admin interface in Cyb to do that, so it was like few hacker things to create message and send to contract, but it was pretty easy, permissionless, and still pretty permissionless.
Perfect. Perfect.
I would like to add some notes. 1 week ago, we visited Network States Conference in Singapore. It was nearby in Singapore, and Balaji hosted this conference, and there was a lot of guys pretty famous as Vitalik also was there and gave notes about zoo in initiative, and there was a lot of about pop-up villages, pop-up cities, and also we saw Juan from IPFS and Filecoin. Now he make Argentina great again, and building with support of government a new culture and new city to change economy of Argentina. Also was a lot of guys who host or create temporary villages with around different topics. Of course, most part of them it's crypto communities, but also there is a new projects more concentrated around another fields like biotechnologies, and it's in Caribbean Caribbean Sea, the city where guys moved their research facilities, to allow very fast develop and test new medicines. And of course, it was like 700 or 800 attendees on conference, and a lot of people there would like to build their own network states, but network states, it's as Balaji described, and with general consensus, it's where people first connect in digital spaces, and they connect on and meet each other and do together on the ground. And on the ground, there's not so huge amount of projects, and just I think maybe 20, less than 20, all pretty beginning phase, and also there's some activities here on Bali with Nuano, and Sergey from Nuano was there and made a presentation around Nuano city. Me, Dmitry was there, and Dmitry now is building Cyber Valley, and going to launch first boot camp 1st of November with Game of Freedom, with possibility to win the land. So there was collaboration between participants to bring cool ideas, cool people, and projects, and make something great on the land on the North Bali on volcano. So we are for a very long time on this with these thoughts back to the 2017, 2018 we visited Birtaville. It was our first idea to visit absolutely free land without any government rules, and it was a very great experience. Now, 6 years later, more and more people would like to connect, meet each others, make new circles, and make new camps with new formats on the great land, and more and more projects pop up like villages and cities on the map. So we are also in avant-garde of this movement. So if somebody would like to join, and we invite you to join to Cyber Valley Bootcamp, we will post link in our X, and yes, um, will be very great genesis of Citadel, the first hackathon actually.
That's great. It seems that all the countries with the worst economic conditions would be the most developed countries in a couple of years, such as Argentina, such as Indonesia, such as Turkey, Dubai. But Dubai was like pretty in developed before, but today it's quite impressive. They've got quite impressive progress on this. That's great. Also, we will publish a short discussion from the Network States conference also in Cyber Twitter. So yeah,
And would like to also give some updates after this conference. We realized that we would like to make iteration uh, of development about our moon citizenship, and also I will make focus on this on Cosmoverse, and let's see, will we have time to bring this before Cosmoverse or later, but we would like to bring map and to Cyb. where we would like to show citizens of the bostrom of the moon, and in this data will be and location city only, and this location will be used to point on the map where all of us are, and also we will use stake for the beginning internal stake in bostrom for tvl to compute. It's discussable question, but we would like to make things first at start. We would like TVL as a GDP metric, and also entropy of the system. So like measure participant participation in AI training, and so first, it's a map of the world with moon citizens, and this is will be the first time where we will see where we are and see each other and maybe connect, because with nicknames, with sense, you can very easily communicate through the Bostrom network to each other. And then we will add all listing of all passports, so it will same way you can also very easily to find maybe new friends, new partners, new bodies. So let's see. I think it will be very great movement. And as a conference also, a lot of guys talk a lot, but not much do big great things. So, and big things also start from small, um, from great ideas, small steps, but very long way. And we are on this long way for a very long time. So soon, very great updates will come more and more. And I think after this call, we will merge the latest pull request with network upgrade to upgrade Cyb. And after this upgrade, we also discussed we'll make Cyb's iteration fast. We will break some things, but we will move fast and we'll fix on the way. So more better, more fast releases with latest features. So it will be a lot of experimental features, and also this voice mode on Cyb with LMs, because it's very easy to talk with voice with LM and have translation and without using keyboard at all. Yes, that's it.
All right, Valery, many thanks for bringing everything to us for this catch up on the latest updates of Cyb AI. And so, in case some of you guys have any questions, please feel free to raise a hand, so we will know that you want to say something. All right, I think if there are no questions for today, we can wrap this up and schedule the next meeting with more and more updates from the cyber team.
Okay, thank you all guys for listening. See you soon. I will announce next call after talk. So see you soon. We have 2 very hot weeks, 3, 4 actually, with hackathon, Cosmoverse, and so let's see next time. Thank you for coming.